everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So today we're going to get back into Valhalla, and if I remember, we got stuck at the bar because there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. There was a bank being held up, and then there was like a bunch of shots on the street and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and load in. Rise and shine. Oh, good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Zabatsu Corp's president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. You make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there are still some bad apples out there, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knights they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. I wonder if Sai is okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that, whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer wherever he is than here? I sure hope so. Are we going to work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. Ah, and here we are. Home sweet home, thanks a lot. Hey boss, want to hang out for a bit? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit, mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh, yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was going to say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table, but I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me. Want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though, smoke if you wanna. Thanks. I mean, it is my apartment. Say, how is the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the Katuso and the heater can't fix. Oh, right, boss. You're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold, and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I have the hoodie from some time ago, and it was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Don't know. Some flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing. It's just like one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use. It just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. All right. Let me go change into something more comfortable. Take your time. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, that's just for. He's just weary of new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat, they usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. Ah, I see. What? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Right. This picture here isn't something you see every day. What? Me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh. Is this pic recent, or? Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27. What did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly, let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. and me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away, haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing, and you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pick out then like this? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me about missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side, using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head, dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I just don't know. I feel nostalgic, then miserable. I'll just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Joe. Maybe. What's on the table? Looks like an envelope. It's nothing. Nothing! Now, please give it to me. Lope. All right. I saw nothing, don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? Oh, look, I can drink remaining beer. 80% cans left. I'm gonna drink it all. The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in the stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Don't know, it just doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid you used at the bar again? Neutrogenic, ditrometrical, lidogen, or NDL. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the Maiden Kiss polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And is this one made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I've drank 6 so far. I see, and I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Wouldn't I? Don't know, what with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, then why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. Only got one left. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's just like if someone gave you, don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyways, so it's kind of pointless. Out of beer, no. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think, and I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of that sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know that you have my back, though. Look, my face is all red. That's what friends are for. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me dildo face? Oh my god. That's what friends are for. Hey, Jill, where did you get that black 4 ball? Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. Why did she call it? She called it by its name and called it a ball instead of a fur ball. I found him in the alleys near the building, not long after I moved here, I think. Ah, I see. It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water over the dogs. They ran, and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turns out the little shit started following me. So you brought it home. At first, I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart, so he ended up staying. It was destiny, girl. When he came, he was so cute, though. Not like the fat mess that's sleeping on the table. Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know. Oh, shit. I actually did that in front of someone else. Anyway. Anyway, me, do you normally speak for your cat like that? Maybe. I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. He does? I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He, what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I judge him for what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. I can't take care of myself and always keep an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know. How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker, I can't remember her name. Elma? I was going to say Armitage. Well, she's hot, I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot. Are you alright, Jill? Yeah, why? It's weird to see you say so openly that someone's hot. What? Even you can see she has a hot body, boss. You'll find no objections here. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to a room, and I wonder if that's because we drank so much. Jill, are you sure you weren't drunk? I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean, but those are thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I could handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards. That, she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. That she became a regular is a blessing. Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Dorothy? She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilum can be weird. You think? Lilum operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of morality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in a collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilum get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilum is a bit weird, though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilim? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilim are Lilith's offsprings in Jewish folklore. Oh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See, like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not at all, not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kid show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literal issues dealing with beauty standards or body image. Challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And that is the problem. Back then I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's besides the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudges against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jackasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlo would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened, and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them, men? 2D. 2D? Yes, I don't mind anything as long as that... Wait. I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or 2D. How about you? Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable. And now, I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me. And I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I was trying not to become. Not become stable? There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex. The bed could catch fire, you know. Not you two. I kind of envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons. Are you okay? I'm fine. It's just, it all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Lorraine recently. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh. She had a good position and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why I can't get my mind off the whole thing. It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize. Maybe I should. Maybe that will make me rest easier at night, get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but... Hey, Jill, have you tried thinking about clothes for 4? Clothes for... Listen, I know how you must feel, but you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like with, say, thinking about what kind of clothes you can put on 4. Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time, a red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called for, the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too. I got the idea from her, actually. Oh. It's called N1RV, Ann-A. And if you thought the city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. Anne means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened an N1RV and B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. Woman cave? That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo-San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some of the websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that's a cat. But that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, you know. Boss. Hey, boss. How did you lose your V card? V, huh? Why are they going to talk about that? You know, your V card, your first time, you're deflowering. I have a feeling it's because I had her drink too much. Oh, that. Well, I'm legally bound not to disclose that information. Does that mean you lost it? Can't disclose that information. Come on, just give me a hint. Or, Jill, bad things will happen for everyone if that info is revealed in any way. All right. Sheesh. I can only say this. The whole thing is related to my mechanical arm. Great, now you're just teasing me. Any reason you want to know that? Well, everyone's first time is always a mess, but I've always to know. That's not written right. I think it's I've always wanted to know if it was as messy at a time as mine. What happened? Well, I got all lovey-dovey with my first boyfriend, and when we both got naked, when I saw his dick, I just started laughing. What? Got nervous? Nervous? No, I just find dicks funny. They're funny. They have this. Oh my god, why am I reading this right now? They have a sack attached to them and they grow and they're just stupid meat rods. So how did your boyfriend react? He went flaccid from the laughter and it just shrunk and went limp. I had to work it out too for a bit so I could control my laughter, but it's so hard. They're just so stupid. Stupid meat rods. Jill? Huh. Well, let's see how to move her back inside before she catches a cold. Oh my god. I shouldn't have had her drink all that. It's sort of lighting up. I was like, what's going on? Is it snow or rain? Chapter 2, Armaga. Coming right up, the chapter's name means bitter. So your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the 8,000 needed. Jill is curious about a derma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from becoming too distracted. Have a nice day. Okay, well, we have to buy it. Cracked derma. Japanese souvenir that has seen better days. It still has a vintage charm to it. So I think that's Pretty sure that's the one she wants, so we'll go ahead and we'll buy that. Because we do make quite a bit of money. Okay, Jill bought what she wanted, and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Why is her electricity so dang expensive? All right. Oh, boss left the hoodie anyway. Okay, so we have Apollo Bank is getting attacked. Apollo Bank is being attacked. Thread 4. I can confirm the situation has finally reached its end. The attacker was shot dead, but a huge amount of data was released from the servers all around the world. Remember the leaks from Alice? Those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage. It's actually pretty unsettling. Damn. The file is available for approximately 60,000 sources, terabytes that contain all operations from the Glitch City government and White Knight operations. It seems the ultimate goal from the attacker was not to blow up the bank, but led hostages towards the servers inside the bank, which had the files under several layers of physical security. That shit sounds whack. How do you even make a plan this complex? No idea, but that's what some of the witnesses are telling the police. Okay, it looks like I have to leave, but I'll try to write down all the details for the future post. Gonna need some time, though. Godspeed and non-thanks. This thread has been closed. Okay, so Apollo Bank is being attacked. 3. Media explosion registered and media so quiet about it. Can confirm there's an explosion, but it looks like it was just one of them. So there's more bombs, not just one. That's right. Do we have any clues on who's doing this? I'm hearing from several sources that this is a group, a new one, looking to overthrow the government. No names have been mentioned, and it looks like it's not. It's not a group, but just one person who set all this up. That's pretty ballsy. And this is just a rumor around here, but Alice Rabbit might be involved. How? A hacker is helping out hostages to escape, and they're suspecting of Alice. Huh, someone doing stupid shit on the internet is being actually useful. Then we have the bank is being attacked too. Media is still awful quiet about it. Augmented Eye talked about it, but very briefly. Maybe someone lost their job due to that one rogue article. It was from Kim. She's always trying to write serious shit, but I think AE got tired of her. Fucking shame. So all we'll get is clickbait from now on. Gonna get worse at the very least. White Knight says there's a lot of people inside the building. At least 3 people are already dead. How is someone there shooting people? Looks like it was security from the building, but I've got no details yet. Sounds weird as fuck. Come on, Insider Anon. You gotta give us more. Doing my best here. Thanks, Based Anon. Okay, so let's go to the Augmented Eye. We have Danger. You admin has been arrested again. So famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger You with a new threat, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin known as Furfur for a second time. We have no details to give other than that the arrest was as part of an ongoing investigation. Cybercrimes unit's Lizette Blanc told the Augmented Eye during a call, "We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday." When inquired about the arrest, Furfur would only respond with a calm, "Not this shit again." Okay, Nano Camo is now making smart underwear. If underwear you can change with a voice command was something you really wanted in your life, Nano Camo has you covered. Already providing consumer versions of their advanced nano machine fabric, they plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white panties, just change its color to black and you will barely notice. That won't change the smell though, they're not that advanced. Oh my god. We expect an increase in sales next year thanks to this innovative product. A PR representative told the Augmented Eye, "I'm already using them. Super comfy if you ask me." Okay, so GSF January 4th card announced 66 American Kid and Giant Yasuki headlining. So the blood feud between Giant Yasuki and 66 American Kid will reach its climax this January 4th at the annual GSF Dome event. But it's not the only match of the night. Other interesting bouts feature great workers such as the Great DK and Arents. Full card below, so 66 American Kid versus Giant Yasuka GSF Championship. Red Comet Jr. versus Nagisa Women's Championship, Aikido versus the Great DK, Roy Campbell versus Arents, GSF Junior Championship, Jack Baum and Blaze versus Huli and Caracolta, Tag Team Championship, Usona versus Siegfried. Okay, so we've read everything there. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to work. So we're on Monday, December 19th. Good evening, Gil. Oh, hey guys. How the hell did you get in? I have a copy of the key. Remember? Wait, that's how you greet me after so many days? I never doubted you'd be fine. If anything, I'd have to cut your paycheck for leaving so many days without notice. See, Jill, he'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. Wait, why does he have a copy of the key and I don't? The need for you having a key never arose. True. Anyway, glad you're fine, Gil. Thanks, I guess. What, are you gonna make me wash the bathrooms again? Not today. Listen, I don't know who the hell you really are or what's trying to come back to bite you in your ass. But remember, there are people that actually care about you. Don't just leave like you did. Especially after all the hell broke loose, at least give us a sign that you're still alive. So you were worried. Isn't that normal? When it comes to you, I don't know. Shut up. She's right, though. You shouldn't make ladies worry so much. Check if the cats don't move the internet antenna, would you? Fine. Actually, I think Gil and Jill should get together. I like their back and forth. Hey, boss, why did you leave the hoodie at my place? Because it's yours. But I told you could keep it. Sorry, I couldn't find it in myself to take it. Why? Partly because I didn't feel right taking it, but mostly because I thought you'd totally look cute with it. I see. Don't think I'm rejecting a gift of yours. It's just preserving cuteness is one of my principles. Right. Boss, about last night. I think I said one too many things and, so what? Drunk banter is something you see every day? It's not like I'm gonna think less of you because of it. Relax. If anything, I feel closer to you after seeing you so wasted. Oh. So yeah, don't give it much thought. Stupid meat rods. Antenna's fine. Did I miss anything? Nothing. Let's go. Are you okay? Your face is red. I'm fine. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh yeah, Gil. Glad to see you're fine. I mean it. Thanks. Excuse me, I'm looking for Dana Zane. May I have your name? Tell her it's Brian. Just a sec. Boss, some Brian guy is looking for you. Tell him I'll be there in a bit. She'll, you heard her. It's alright, I'll wait. It's weird for someone to come asking for her, though. It's not too weird when you're BTC's regional manager in these parts. Yeah, I guess that's... I guess I didn't give you the best first impression. Don't worry, I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not a fan of people treating me too nicely because of my position anyways. Handle me like I'm just another client. Alright, I can do better than that. What can I get you, Mr. Brian? Let's go with the basics. A sugar rush, please. Coming right up. He wants a sugar rush. I can do that. Okay, so we need two of these. So 1, 2, one of these. We won't put any of that in there. And then just all mixed. Okay, serve it. Here. Yeah, this one's nice. Back in training, they made a big deal out of sugar rushes. Why? They're like the fried eggs of mixing drinks. They're the most basic thing, but people can still mess them up. Sugar rushes are simple enough that you only need to follow instructions. If you can't even do that, your future as a bartender is not bright. Huh. They never told me that. You're Jill, right? Yep, that's me. Dana has talked quite a bit about you. Really? And I guess you must have a few questions for me, am I right? Mostly concerning the closure warning Valhalla got. Can you disclose any information? I shouldn't, but you have the right to know. Thanks. Don't mention it. Now where to start? You saw the news on the information leaked during the Apollo Trust Bank incident, right? About the White Knights having lots of members from criminal organizations in their ranks? Turns out the White Knights weren't the only ones with shady people. Some of those same folks have been trying to elude legal problems using BTC certified bars. The BTC bars have their own protocols, meaning the White Knights can't dig too deeply. At least not without going through a ton of paperwork first, giving the criminals time to cover their tracks. Although it takes a bit of time to set it up, it has apparently proven an effective method for laundering. Where does Valhalla come in? Young bars are the ones under the radar right now, and the modest to low-income ones are the primary suspects. It's not just Valhalla. Any small bar with small income is being investigated heavily right now. So the closure notice is due to low sales. Among the reasons a bar can get axed, low sales is the rarest one. If low sales were a problem, lots of bars would close every year. You'll find out soon enough, huh? Sorry? Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Seems your guess was spot on, Gil. If it helps, I'm doing my best to appeal in your place. Really? Why? Most of Glitch City's bars are a pain in the ass. They constantly give reports of chemical damage or shady drinks. This is one of the few places from which I almost never receive complaints. The closest thing to a recent complaint was that whole Farmer's Fabric affair from a little while ago. So much saliva. I wouldn't get my hopes up, though. Especially since the BTC will try to save face by axing as many suspects as possible. Knowing you're making an effort is enough, thanks. Can I get you anything else? Now that I remember, the recipe book has a drink created here, right? Oh yeah, the suplex. Give me one of those, please. Sure. Let's give Brian a suplex. Okay, so we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All on the rocks and mixed. Here. The registry form said this was an accident while making a pile driver. You can ask the creator of the drink just over there. Ah, so you're Robert? Yes, that's my name. I'm Robert, the one and only. Joe called you Gil, though. It's an Argentinian slang. Robert here is from Argentina, so we call him Gil. Huh, I see. Sorry, Brian. I was sorting some stuff at the office. Please come in. I'll be right there. Any other questions, Jill? Not really, no. Although, yeah. If you were to evaluate my performance right now, how would you rate me? Clean and timely delivery of the correct orders. Top-notch bartender. Thanks. Now, if you excuse me. I'm surprised you haven't met him before. I received my training in another city. The regional supervisor there was some girl with a red mohawk. Ah, I see. I wonder what boss will talk to Brian about. Jill, was it? Ah, Miss Stella, what a pleasure. Are you okay? Yeah, just call me Stella, and give me a big beer, please. Huh, sure of it. Stella asked for a beer. Obviously, something's going on there. Okay, so we'll start with 1, 2, one of those, 1, 2 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we double it, so we need 1 of these, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all mixed, so it should be the large. Are you sure you're fine? You know Sai, right? Of course, what's up with her? She was at the Apollo Trust Bank during that whole affair, and... Oh, right, that. So she didn't show up on the list of the massive body count in the aftermath, so I was hoping that maybe you've seen her. As much as I'd love to say that I had, yeah, I figured as much. Man, the air's suddenly a lot heavier. I mean, I could tell her everything will be alright, but that would sound a bit condescending. What does one do in this kind of situation? Maybe a joke? Nah, that'd be tasteless. Okay, just try and say anything. At the very least, you'll break the tension. Maybe distracting her will be enough. I don't think clearly when under this kind of pressure, do I? Huh? There was a private eye here the other day. Eye? Sorry, I'm a bit on edge. A private detective, I take it? Yeah, maybe you'll want his services. What's his name? I believe it was Art Von Delay. Oh, that art guy. Yeah, I actually hired him yesterday to look for Sai. So you still have hope? I'm somewhere between bargaining and depression right now, and I'm afraid to let go of bargaining. I see. Is he any good? He doesn't look like it, but he's quite skilled at gathering intel. I believe he'll give me answers about Sai, whatever they might be. Sometimes I wish I had a magical wand so I could solve all my problems with a swing, you know? Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. Oh, sorry. No, it's not about feeling uncomfortable. It's just weird. I usually try to say something to my clients when I see them down. And right now, I can't find any words that don't sound hypocritical and useless or tasteless. I'm glad to know you have that much common sense, at least. All I can do is get you drinks. Can I get you anything else? Something sweet that'll help me calm down a bit. Gladly. So let's give Stella something sweet to calm her down. Okay, so that's any sweet drink. let's see, that one's 150. 150. I want to go for the most expensive. 170. 180. 250. 320. Let's do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and it's all age and mixed. Here. Thanks. Seems you really like Sai. I don't have brothers or sisters, and my social interactions are usually strictly business. So Sai's more than a friend to me. She's sorry, I brought that topic up at the bad time. Don't worry about it. As I was saying, she's more than a friend. She's my emotional support. She's someone I can trust wholeheartedly. I'd say she's like my sister, but siblings usually lack that level of trust. I have to deal with high-class pricks of every race and upbringing on a daily basis. They use a business mask to hide anything they don't want others to know, and I do the same. But with Sai, I can be myself. I can do whatever I want and vent all my frustrations. That's weird. The audio went out. She's always been there for me, and now she might need me. But here I am, sitting in a bar, making other people do that job because I'm a useless pile of flesh. Sorry about the outburst. I'm actually kind of jealous of the level of self-control you're using here. I mean, I'd be a mess in that situation. Still, would you like some fresh air? I'm going to take my break, and you could use some. Well, for a given value of fresh, I'm fine, thanks. Okay, then. Gil, please service Miss Stella while I take my break. Sure, leave it to me. Well, now it's back on. Okay, so we saved it. It's now safe to keep playing. God damn, is it chilly outside. Hey, what would a kid like you know about that, eh? I'm just giving you the facts as they are. What happened while I was gone? Let's see. Detective guy comes in, cat boomer girl greets him, they start talking. Everything was okay until the girl mentioned Zabatsu Core offhand. After that, the guy got riled up and started bad-mouthing it. Oddly enough, he was the only one. She just carried on like it was just a normal conversation. I see. Well, I won't deny Zabatsu Core is anything but innocent. When you get down to it, it has enhanced the quality of life here. Yeah, if by enhanced you mean getting yanked around by a shiny new chain around our necks. Can't you see that those big companies don't care about us? Why do you think Glitch City is mockingly called the guinea pig of the world? We're just one big test group for them to use however they want. But then again, I don't expect a kid to understand how hard it was, let alone a rich kid. True, I don't know, and true, I have a privilege that clouds my judgment. But can you deny that the meddling of the Zabatsu Core has brought quite a few benefits? Like what? The AI integration program they started is making huge advances in the AI department. Every day, more and more countries are seeing the benefits of recognizing AIs as citizens. Yes, but we also hold the AI reformation program, meaning that we're also the world's Lilim prison. AI went rogue, transferred it to a delivery drone or ship to Glitch City. That murderer is now delivering your pizza. Fair point, although that program has proven to have reformed many AIs. They don't brag about their 88% success rate for nothing. The city also has a stronger economy. Zabatsu Corp's success has made more and more companies bring their products here. And the gap between classes continues to grow. More companies just mean more people who will plant their feet on your face. But it also means more products are being brought to the lower classes. Stores have 20% more brand variety compared to last year. Zabatsu Corp's main medical research branch has also made lots of discoveries. More and more illnesses previously thought incurable are being addressed every day. It's amazing for those who can afford them. Meanwhile, down here, we're experiencing medical shortages almost every day or month. You have a point there. Oh, but there are also more jobs. All the companies coming down here need personnel. So the unemployment rate has gone down by almost 40% this year. More jobs? Shut up. Am I wrong? Well, that's... Hey, you. Don't just sit there. Give me a Zen Star. Sure. Let's make a Zen Star for the sore baby. Okay, Zen Star is 4 of each ingredient all on the rocks and mix. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then it's on the rocks and mixed. There we go. Here. God, this is awful. It's your order, though. I seriously hope you don't really believe everything you just said. Of course I do. Why else would I say it? You do bring up something I always fail to remember. All the benefits regained over time are limited to a few. I can talk about advances all I want, but in the end, they're still a luxury belonging only to a few. And even those that can be accessed by everyone are more like an improvement in the bigger picture. That doesn't take away the fact that there have been positive changes. Credit where credit's due, don't you think? That's a pretty mature answer. Discussions are a way for two parties to understand each other. The only person afraid of discussions are the ones whose points are too fragile to defend against someone. Yeah, mature, whatever. I'm going to take the chance to ask you about that job I gave you yesterday. I haven't been able to find much, but I can at least tell you that she wasn't at the bank when it opened up. What does that mean? Either she left before the whole ordeal started, or she managed to escape at some point before the whole thing ended. All the corpses are accounted for. They only found one totally disfigured, but witnesses identified it. It wasn't your friend, that much is for sure. I see. Did you call him here? No, he just so happened to come here today. The weird part is that the girl did enter the bank. It's like she vanished or something. I see. Thanks. Keep it up. Your face brightened a bit. I hope it's the last thing you lose, I guess. If she's telling the truth, or if he's telling the truth, Sai might have found a way out. She's a resourceful girl. She surely did something. I think I'll have another drink. Do you want anything? Me? Just give me whatever you order. 2 bad touches, please. Pfft, on it. 2 bad touches. Better make them before I laugh too hard. Okay, so 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's all on the rocks and mixed. What did I screw up there? Oh, did I not? Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the rocks and mixed. I don't know what I did. Maybe I didn't let it mix long enough? Oh, no. I was afraid I wasn't going to let it mix long enough, and then... Good Lord. Having a tough time today. On the rocks and mix. Yeah, 2, 2, 2, and 4. There we go. Okay, next. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the rocks and mix. There we go. I don't know what happened that last time. Okay. I remember this one party I went to. The guy that came up with the name of this drink showed up. After people found that one out, they lined up to slap him for whatever reason. They didn't seem offended to me, though. Imagine a guy shows up and tells you, I made a classy bad touch. Wouldn't you line up to slap him? Are you okay, Jill? I'm fine. Now that I think of it, did you find that girl you were looking for a week ago, Mr. Von Delay? Turns out she was at the Apollo Trust Bank all this time. No wonder I couldn't get in touch with her. Girl? Someone paid me to look for Crimson Rose, and she happened to be at the, what? I'm trying to avoid mentioning that a dangerous assassin got stuck in the same bank as the girl you're looking for. Oh, don't worry. Besides, the last thing I'm worried about with Sai is people. Why is that? Her attitude is usually so laid back and gentle that she has no problem getting people on her side. She's probably the Crimson Rose. And on the off chance that she has to defend herself, well, I once saw her take care of a warbot gone haywire by herself. She did need medical help afterwards, but she recovered in no time and managed to take care of the bot. Is she really that good? She's not only really physically fit, she's also really good with Krav Maga and... Something wrong? No, nothing. I just realized I forgot about all that. Sai's not invincible, but she knows how to take care of herself. And like I said, she's resourceful. She surely found a way out. I just hope she's well wherever the hell she is. She owes me an ice cream. You want another drink, Mr. Vondelay? It's on me. Are you sure? Yeah, order away. Okay then, I'll have a piano man. And you, Miss Stella? I'm fine. Get his order. 1 piano man for the detective. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, all on the rocks and mixed. Okay, serve. Here. So this is what drinking something classy without worrying about the price feels like. Alright, I should get going. My contractor will arrive at the rendezvous point soon. I'll let you know if I find out anything else, Miss Hoshi. Please do. Right then. You've been generous today. He made my night with his discoveries on Sai's situation. I'm not totally over it, but at least I got distracted for a bit. Well, that's it for me. Good night, Miss Hoshi. Thanks again. Please come again. You don't mind if I stay a bit longer, right? Why would I? It's not like you're asleep. Thanks. This place is soothing. I'll just go sit over there near the arcades. Alright then. That would be all, Dana. Quite a mess, this situation with, Robert. Brian, you have a meeting in an hour with MI6, Halsey. Right. Oh, if it isn't Miss Hoshi herself. Ah, Brian, fancy meeting you here. I didn't expect to see you here, of all places. Are you busy? Mind catching up for a bit? Sure, no problem. Jill, we'll be sitting over here. Let me know if you need anything. Will do. This holophone is an old model, so hanging up is a bit laggy. You can call me Cass, by the way. I'm Jill. Say, you guys give a lot of liberties to my boss. I mean, she gets away with too much stuff. She's not hurting anyone, and wouldn't you say it's more interesting that what... Finally hung up. Whew, it's been quite the day. At least the streets are calm today. I have arrived yet again at the... oh god. At the majestic Hall of Heroes. Calm until now. Oh, not him again. I had such an issue with that 17 ingredient thing. We meet again, bartender. You look winded, Virgilio. It's pronounced Virgilio. No, I'm pretty sure it's Virgilio. You said as much last time you came. Pronunciations are a silly thing society imposes on letters. They want to be free. They want to be pronounced however they want. You look winded, Virgilio. We are all little toys winded up by the cruel hand of fate. Just stumbling until it decides not to wind us anymore. And yet you're the only one in the vicinity hyperventilating. That's, I was jogging. Dressed like that? I can jog however I want. Yes, you can. What can I get you? Something fake. Of course. Something fake. Something fake? Maybe one of the bottled drinks? Something fake. Maybe it's something like is being implied. Like the, what was it? Oh, the frothy water. Because it's water, but it's actually a beer. Let's try that one. Maybe it's right. Okay, it's all age and mixed. Not much to it. Here. And this is Totally not beer. Ah, yes, just as fake as I want. Say, Virgilio, where do you work? I take the noble duties of curator at the Steampunk Museum. Really? What do you do? I study everything that comes and keeps it clean, and keep it clean for people that visit the premise. But lately, my duties have been hindered by the museum's owner. Really? Yeah, he told me, stop touching the exhibits, you're gonna break them. The nerve of some people. He still fails to realize that I'm the curator there. Without me, all those machines would be rustier than they already are. I have a feeling he doesn't work there. Even the visitors get that I'm the one responsible for those. Why can't the owner realize that too? Yeah, I bet he treats you like a janitor or something like that. Exactly. Okay then, time for your next challenge, bartender. Challenge, he says. I want purity. He wants purity. I can't give him pure ingredients, so, wouldn't that be, like, the Zen Star? Because it, like, has everything in it. And it's even. Yeah, balanced, nice tasting. Oh, it's not nice tasting. Okay, let's try the Zen Star. Because I think that's purity because it's all, like, the same ingredients. Like, the same four. Three, four. Okay, and then it's all on the rocks and mixed. How is this pure? It's a drink. It's free from any human sin. It can do no harm consciously. Ah, yes, beautiful. Hey, you, the guy over there. Me? Yes, you. Have we met before? Can't remember, maybe? Yeah, I think... No. We haven't met ever at all. That's an interesting reaction. Ah, Jill, I'll be taking my leave now. Be careful out there. Thanks, huh? Excuse me, have we met somewhere before? That face, that eye. What about my eye, punk? We haven't met ever at all. Never, ever. Good talking to you, bartender. Did you just scare off a client? Apparently. Well, I'm off. Thanks for everything. Don't mention it. Are we done for the day? Yep, quite a few clients considering the whole situation. Oh, shit. The Virgilio guy. So you two actually met before? Yeah, you could say that. What? Gil stuff. Don't mind it. What were you talking about to Brian? Well, we were mostly catching up, to be honest. I hadn't seen him in a while. I offered him a drink when we met last week. I talked a bit about what to do after the bar closes. Oh, and I tried to explain the situation with Robert here. He agreed to help me out with that one when the time comes. Oh. I was also tuning up the details for the new employee. New employee? A part-timer. You'll meet him tomorrow. Oh. Him? So it's a guy? An adorable guy, if I do say so myself. I suddenly have deja vu. Are you alright, Jill? Yeah. It must be nothing. Huh, so I wonder what's going on with that. Okay, so total earnings is $20,920. Drinks total was $1,180. Mistakes 0. Commission 30%. Today's payment was $345. Tips is $1,150. Flawless service bonus $500. Brian told me to give you this $500. Today's total transfer is $2,504. Total funds is $5,199. So see, we have no problem with getting back to the $8,000. Okay, so your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000 needed. Jill's a bit tense. Buying a shoulder massager will prevent her from getting too distracted. Have a nice day. Okay, so let's see how much the shoulder massager is. $600 for those days when you've built up too much tension. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and buy it now. Okay, so Jill bought what she wanted, and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. All right, everyone, so we're going to go ahead and end it there. Hopefully you've been enjoying Valhalla. You know, we learned a little bit more about Boss and Jill, and a little bit more about Gil, although we still don't know everything. So I'm curious if it's going to come out, you know, in the next chapter or in the the more towards the end or something. And I'm also looking forward to who the new hire is. We got a part-timer. So please leave me a comment down below. Leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.